Hi Jacob, this is Rebecca with your Assignment 3 album cover critique. So with this first album cover, I think that it is very psychedelic. I love this swirly pattern that you created, this kind of vortex, and this rainbow outline that you gave yourself is very psychedelic. The title is great, but I'm not crazy about this font. It's just not really saying psychedelic to me, so I really recommend changing the font and making it not so illegible. I mean, I know that a lot of psychedelic font can become very illegible, but the layout is just kind of funky and doesn't really make sense. So if you could make the font a little more attractive and more along the lines of psychedelic, I think that would really be great. You also don't need to use black as the font color. You have so many colors to work with in here, so just consider that, okay? Other than that, self-portrait is good. I recommend getting rid of the logo on your shirt because it's not very psychedelic. It's a little bit distracting. People want to read it as part of the title of the album or something like that. So if you could just erase that out of there, then I think it would be less distracting and wouldn't take away from the message of the rest of the image. On this one, I see where you were going with it, and I understand that you were a little confused, and I'm sorry that the imagery made you want to puke because, yeah, I mean, there's actually images of people puking in there, so I get it. I totally get it. And that's the point of punk. It was to kind of just like shock people and really, push people out of their comfort zones and to get people's attention so that they'll look at the punk flyers or album covers and they'll want to come see the music and see what it's all about. So I like the idea of the music note, the angry music note. I like the disobey everything concept. The skulls are very good. There's only a few things. This background is, you mentioned that you mix psychedelic with punk, and that's not really the point of this assignment. It's so that I understand that it's so that you show me that you have an understanding of the two separate genres and that you know how to design for each. And that's what we're trying to do here. So getting rid of this swirly background and doing a different effect, maybe one of the effects from the tutorials that were listed or something like that would really help make this more punky. And then the font chosen for Disobey Everything, along with the rainbow colors, it's just not very punk. So let me see, are these the same fonts? I have a feeling these are the same. This is the same font. So we gotta experiment a little bit more with your typography, and I think the layout for Disobey Everything is fine. Just needs to be different font choice and not rainbow. Punk isn't really into rainbow, so just consider that. Okay, but other than that, I think these were good starts. I mean, you had mentioned, you would have been able to do better if you had some more time. Well, here you have a few more days to try to tweak these a little bit to show that you kind of get the difference, okay? So go ahead and do that, and I can't wait to see your final portfolio.